Hey guys, it's Salem here and welcome to a very, 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 very special video because I reached 20,000 subscribers last week and that is absolutely insane. I'm not even kidding you. I never, ever, ever dreamed of having that many subscribers on YouTube. It's still actually like baffling me that I've actually managed to get 20,000 people to subscribe to my little channel in the middle of the big ocean that is YouTube. But I always said if I ever reached 10,000 subscribers, I would love to do a Q&A, so you guys could find out a bit more about me and all that kind of jazz. But it came and went, and I kind of forgot in the nicest possible way. It kind of just went over my head because I was so overwhelmed, and by the time I remembered that I was going to do it, I was literally nearly at 15,000. So I was like, okay. So I was like, maybe if we hold out just a little bit, we might actually get to 20,000 one day. And then within a month, guys, we hit 20k. That's insane. So as a thank you to you guys, I am here and I'm answering some of your questions that you sent me on Twitter and Facebook. So without further ado, I'm going to just get on with it, or else I'm going to run out of time. So, first question is from Hutty on Facebook. How long have you been doing YouTube? Well, I've been doing YouTube for a long time, actually. Probably about a year and a half. But the first few videos I put on were Call of Duty videos, and I only put them on for a bit of fun, really, to kind of get them out there because other people were doing the same, and they were funny bits that I liked in my gameplay from the theatre mode, and there weren't really anything to them. I just put them on and kind of hoped that people would watch them. No one ever did. Not really. So I would say, yeah, about a year and a half. But I had about 9 subscribers for that whole year. So it's quite crazy. Next question. This question is from Katie on Twitter. Katie Armitage. I love you, Katie. Hello. Who inspired you to start YouTube? Will you be recording Xbox in the future? And what other games are you planning on recording or to record? Katie, that is not one question, that is 3, and that's a cheat, so I'm not going to answer them. No, I'm kidding, of course I am. And I'm going to answer all 3, aren't you lucky? Okay, first, who inspired me to start YouTube? Well, that is actually a really good question, because going back to the first question, like my first videos were Call of Duty videos, and I used to watch a ton of a guy called White Boy 7th Street. And he used to absolutely crack me up. He's not exactly child friendly, so I don't advise young people to go and watch him, but he absolutely cracked me up with his commentary and his Call of Duty videos, which inspired me to upload my funny bits, parts of the game that I really enjoyed and I thought maybe others would like as well. So yeah, White Boy 7th Street, he and his goats. I was a goat. I'm still a goat. I'm still a goat at heart. Yeah, he got me into YouTube, really. And then it escalated when Minecraft all came about. What are you planning on recording Xbox in the future? Yes, I am. And I literally have received my laptop yesterday. I was waiting on that because my current laptop is very old, ancient, and can't handle the Elgato. So I got my new laptop yesterday, so I do plan on recording Xbox in the future, probably more Hunger Games than anything, because I'd love my Let's Play to be on the Xbox One, simply because I know I will have the Xbox One for longer. What other games are you planning to record? I don't actually know. With Minecraft being as it is, it's so amazingly... It's for everyone and anyone, you know, all ages, and it is endless, and I kind of feel like if I move on from Minecraft I'd be more limited, but it depends. I do like playing other games, but as of right now Minecraft will be my main concern because it's just so amazing. It is so tailored to everyone. Anyone can play. I mean, like you say, you can play My Little Pony in Minecraft. You can play Batman in Minecraft. You can play Pokemon in Minecraft. It's just insane. You know, the possibilities are endless. So for now, it is a case of sticking with Minecraft. Next question is from V2X Wallop, and I do apologise if I pronounced that wrong, but that's just how I see it. Are you ever going to stop YouTube? And if you are, why? Probably one day when I get really, really old, because I'm not going to be as lively and hyper and happy as forever. I'm going to get old one day, and my kids are going to be really embarrassed. I'm like, Mom, get off YouTube. But like for now, I'm really enjoying it, and probably for the next year or so, a couple of years to come, yes, I will still be here making videos as long as you guys are watching them. But I suppose if it ever becomes like a chore and you guys are not enjoying my videos, then that's probably where I'll start thinking about like calling it a day. But I'm not quite ready to do that yet. The next question from Shake and Bake Jake. Do you like working with your sister? Yes, I love working with my sister. She drives me nuts sometimes, but I drive her nuts sometimes. That's just how sisterhood works. You drive each other crazy, but you love each other like crazy as well. Would not ever be without Amy. Next question is from Emma X Andre. Love you, Emma. If you could only drink one drink and eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Wow, that's a good question. The drink I think would have to be tea, like hot English tea, not cold American tea, because I just don't like it. Hot English tea probably would be the one, because you kind of get your milk, your water, your sugar all in one, and it's just amazing. I'm really lazy at making it, but I like to drink it a lot. What could I eat? Probably Terry's Chocolate Orange, because they are the most amazing pieces of chocolate in the whole entire world. But it would have to be with popping candy, because that is my favourite. And I only seem to find them at Christmas, which really sucks, because I absolutely love it. But yeah, I only seem to find it at Christmas. Thank you for your question, Emma. I love you. Next question is from the Bacon Meister Super Chachi. What is the funniest thing you did to Amy when you were growing up? Well, we didn't actually grow up together, funnily enough. We actually met at work when we were both, I think, I don't know, we were a lot younger. Probably about 10, 11 years ago now. But we kind of became best friends very quickly. We had a lot in common. And we were very, very mischievous. And took lots of breaks when we probably shouldn't have done. And got away with a lot of things that we shouldn't have done. But yeah, we kind of became best friends very quickly and kind of became like inseparable. And then I got engaged to her brother, which makes us, we always then kind of tied it into being sisters. So what was the funniest thing I've ever done to her? Probably just getting her into trouble at work. Like, that is probably it. I don't know. I mean, there was something funny we went through together. We didn't do it to her, but like the funniest memory I have with her is we were a bit naughty and we went to this abandoned house. It was completely derelict. No one lived in it, and no one had lived in it for a long time. But it was at night time in the middle of nowhere. And we went creeping around this house. So we got to the shed, and as we opened the door, we had no torches or anything, and literally there was just moonlight. And as we opened the door, the moonlight kind of like filtered into the room, and it slowly lit up this thing on the wall. And it was like a skeleton of a stag head, and it was like the funniest thing ever, because we were absolutely scared witless. Both of us screamed our heads off, turned and ran for the hills. Literally, I'm not even joking, it was like a scene out of a movie. It was hilarious. But at the same time, we were absolutely petrified, and it was one of the best moments I can ever remember with her, because it was just hilarious. God love us. So, next question is from Shake and Bake Jake again. What do you do with your free time? Look after my children, take my children to school, do the washing up, do the hoovering, do the tidying the bedroom, doing the clothes, blah 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 blah. Yeah, boring stuff. Sometimes I'll go to town with Amy and we'll be silly little kids again and have a bit of hyper time when the kids are at school, and I feel like I'm 12 again, and I love it. But yeah, I go to see my friend on other days, and we just eat cake and be really lazy because I have such a kind of busy life any other time. When I do get some free time, I really enjoy being lazy and doing nothing, kind of putting my headphones on, blasting some music. God, I love music, save the world. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Not really very exciting. Next question is from Golem. Do you have any plans to do collaborations with smaller YouTubers in the future to help grow their channels? Well, to be honest, I still think I'm fairly small compared to a lot of people out there. But I don't really kind of look at subscriber counts to do collaborations. Not really. I just find it like if the person is friendly, and I have time on my hands, because I'm a very shy person, so I'm not really one that's going to approach people. I am actually quite shy, and it takes a lot for me to actually like put myself forward to ask someone to collaborate with me, because yeah, I'm just pretty shy. But yeah, I don't really mind who I collaborate with if they're friendly and approachable. I don't really care how many subscribers they've got. I don't care if they've got 2, to be honest. They could have 2 or 200,000, but it depends on the person. So yeah. Next question, The Real Lion Club. Oh, you're a little cutie. I love seeing you on my Twitter. What inspired you to be a YouTuber? Okay, going back to White Boy 7th Street. He inspired me to put my videos online because I loved watching his clips and his montages and stuff. He was very funny, made me laugh. But then Minecraft came along and it kind of turned my world upside down. To be honest, it was Amy who pushed me to actually work on my channel properly and make something of it, because before it was kind of like 9 subscribers for a year or 2 years. Not really getting anywhere, but I wasn't really bothered, you know. It was kind of like I was putting videos on there. If they got watched, they got watched. If they didn't, they didn't. But once she started making her videos, and it was kind of crazy because it went from me, her, and a few close friends playing on Minecraft every single night to her playing with someone who was very, very popular on YouTube, and it lifted her spirits because she was having a bit of a sad time, and all of a sudden she was really happy and bouncy and really enjoying life. And the whole YouTube thing, she kept telling me about it, and I kept putting it off because of the confidence thing. And but I finally kind of gave in and made my first video, and then I read the comments on my first video and the comments that people were sending me through her, and I don't know, it really made me smile. So I kind of just pushed me on from there, really. And you guys make me smile every single day, so you inspire me to carry on. And Amy inspired me to start properly, and it's you guys that inspire me to carry on every day. Okay, next question. Excuse me, guys. From Kittens 1222. What was it like growing up with Amy? Well, again, I didn't really grow up with Amy. We did meet at work, but it was so much fun. We had a lot of fun. You know, when she had a day off work, I had a boring day because she just made it. She makes me die. Honestly, she's so hilarious. She winds me up on purpose, but it's in such a funny way that I can't help but love her for it. And it's just hilarious. So it was amazing working with her because she just made every day so funny. Or if I was annoyed or sad, she'd just cheer me up. But yeah, next question. Shake and Big Jake again. Yeah, you sent me a lot of questions, dude, but they were quite interesting. What's the worst thing you've ever done? Not really sure. Probably stole a bar of chocolate from the shop when I was probably about 9. Don't ever steal from the shop because I feel terrible about it to this day. It was a bar of Milky Bar though. I mean, it was amazing. It tasted great, but like even now, I regret taking that Milky Bar. Don't steal, kids. It's not fun. Kawaii Kitty, I love you. Do you like pink lemonade? Will you ever get a PO box? And do you like Oreos? 3 questions, Kitty. 3 questions. I'm going to answer them because it's you. Do you like pink lemonade? Yeah, I suppose so. If it's just lemonade that's pink. I don't like grapefruit stuff, you know, because that's sometimes pink and that's disgusting. That is foul. Don't ever bring it near me. Will you ever get a PO box? Maybe. I don't know because I have a family kind of to look after. Some things have to be put on a back burner, and because a PO box actually costs quite a bit of money to run and to have, I'm not sure if I can do it just yet. But maybe we'll see how it goes and see how my life pans out, and if I get to a point where I can afford to buy a PO box, then I will. Of course I will, because I'd love to get some mail from you. Do you like Oreos? I don't know. I suppose I like them, but I don't love them. They're not the nicest thing in the world. And like when you see the advert and the little kid dips them into milk, it makes me feel sick because I don't like milk. I don't like milk on its own. It's disgusting. Next question. Moving on from the Oreos and disgusting milk, from Amelia. If you could invent one thing, what would it be? It would be something that makes me tea and brings it to me without me having to move when I'm recording, because I love drinking tea when I'm recording. It soothes my throat. And if I could have something that made the tea, transported it to me, put it on the table, and I could drink it, and then it came in, picked it up, took it back into the kitchen, washed it up for me, and put it on the side, ready to start all over again, that would be incredible. Next question is from Kimberly. Why is Lapis your favourite block? Because it's blue, because it's pretty. It looks like an ocean. The pattern looks like an ocean, and it's blue, and it's blue, and it's blue, and I love blue, and I love Lapis, and it's beautiful, and it's blue. I can has your cookie. No, you can't, because I like cookies, and you're not having it. Do you play Final Fantasy or Kingdom of Hearts? Would you ever consider let's playing a role-player game? I don't know what that JRPG means. I'm guessing role-player game. J something role-player game. I do apologise. I'm not up with it. Final Fantasy I've heard a lot of good things about, so maybe I would try that. I'm always up for trying a new game. Even if it's just something to play on the side as a break from Minecraft. Kingdom of Hearts, not really heard about. But yeah, definitely, I'm always up for trying something new. The only game I would never consider playing is probably Grand Theft Auto because it's evil. I don't like it. It's just wrong. You shouldn't ever play it. Bah. Tank Matt, if you were a Pringle, what flavour would you be? Cheese and onion. Straight up cheese and onion. Best flavour in the world. The stinkiest flavour in the world, but it's so damn delicious. Bum. What's the best part of doing YouTube? The people, most definitely. Without a doubt, the people. The YouTubers and the subscribers, because the YouTubers always tend to help each other out. You don't even have to ask, and you kind of get support from all over the shop if you need it. You know, from people you don't even know of, and they'll just pop up and they'll be like, oh, you're a fellow YouTuber, I'm going to help you out. And it's like, oh, okay, thank you. And then the subscribers, you know, the ones that keep you going every day, without their messages, I wouldn't even do it. You know, it would be so pointless because, I mean, I don't do YouTube to gain much out of it, but it's so crazy how much a few messages, even if I can't reply to them all, because I genuinely can't reply to everyone, I try to read them all, and they just make you smile. They really do. Just the way you're filling someone's life is quite crazy. Yeah, so the fellow people, really. Minecraft. Do you have any real pets at home instead of your cats in Minecraft? Awesome. Yes, I do. I have Shadowcat. He is a cute little black ball of fur who drives me up the wall. I do have to tell him off quite a few times because he likes to eat a lot of food and I don't want him to get really fat. But I absolutely adore him. And if you click on my profile, my channel profile, you'll see a link to my Instagram. If you go on my Instagram, there are plenty of pictures of Mr. Shadowcat and his mischievousness on there. So yeah, I do. Next question is from Nell. If you could have a coloured unicorn for a pet, what colour would it be, and what would it be called? Well, it would be called Lightning, and it would be a baby blue unicorn, because I already had one. When I was a little girl, I had a unicorn named Lightning, and it was baby blue, and I used to gallop it to school. I'd tie it up outside my primary school by the fence, and I'd go into school all day, be thinking about when I could ride her home again. So I'd come out of school, untie her again, jump on her back, and we'd ride all the way home in blissful happiness. And then I'd put her in her stable in the back garden, go to bed, and then get her out again the next morning to go to school. It was an amazing way to travel to school. But sadly, I got a little bit too big, so she flew away and found a new child to play with. It was quite sad, really. I do miss her, but sometimes she'll pop by to say hello, but most of the time she's just enjoying flying around.